hello. This is a personal reading for LC, okay? So I've named it for you, LC. So thank you so much for booking with me. We're going to see what's going on, what a spirit want to tell you the most today in regards to your, situation here. So I see in the heading you put whatever comes out. So we'll do a reading for that. You said, I think I just want to know if I'm being obedient. Am I doing the right thing? I love God so much, but sometimes I feel like I'm not doing enough. Oh, you're gonna make me cry. I just had this conversation with God and Jesus today and yesterday, the day before. Okay. And you said, hi, my name is, I'll leave it blank for confidentiality. By the way, I think you're an amazing person and thank you for sharing your time. Well, thank you. Geez, you and the other personal reading are giving me the waterworks here. I'm trying not to cry already. Well, thank you for thinking I'm an amazing person, because I don't sometimes think I am one. So thank you so much for that. That it does really help and mean a lot. So it's very uplifting. Now back to God here for a minute. Okay, so that really hits home for me. I personally, first of all, I feel wrong giving you a reading about what God wants to do, what God says or whatever, because I'm not one of those channeling people. No offense to any of them at all. That's fine. Everyone has their connection with God, but I'm not going to tell you, I'm not going to be like, okay, and God says you need to do this, and God says you need to do that. I'm not going to do that, because no, you have your own relationship with God and Jesus and whoever, as much as we all do in life, all of us in different ways. We all have our unique way of, being close to God. Now, so I'll do the whatever comes out for you. And so you just want to know if you're being obedient or if you're doing the right thing. I'm going to say just in general in life, so I can do one like for that. But I do see you said, I love God so much, but sometimes I feel like I'm not doing enough. We'll see what comes out in the tarot just for whatever comes out. And just in general, we'll see what comes out for are you doing the right thing in life for you? Because your own journey is very unique. The thing is, kind of similar to the other personal I gave, it's like the fact that you love God so much, that's enough. That's more than enough. The fact that you even just willingly admit, because a lot of people feel different or weird or get embarrassed about talking about God or Jesus or saying that they love God so much, because people get negative and do all that. So you love God so much, that is more than enough to God and Jesus. And I'm sure I don't know, and I'm not going to assume that you've read the Bible and all this stuff, and if you're Christian or Catholic or in between. But what they do, definitely, most Christians and, Catholics and everyone who believes in Jesus and God, is God will love you no matter how horrible you are or how wonderful you are. And the tests are going to be testing. Way worse than I have ever experienced personally in my life of tests. So just the fact that you love God so much is more than enough. There's no perfect way to be a Christian or a Catholic or a follower of God. There's no perfect way. There's no this is how you have to do it. There's no way. That's the whole point. God loves us no matter what we do to people and ourselves, whether we believe in him or not. That's why he died on the cross for us. And so you feel like you're not doing enough. Sometimes negative energies or the devil like to make us think we're not doing well in the eyes of God. Doubt, shame, guilt, fear, and maybe a little bit of pride and ego. They like to mess with us the most and make us think we're not loved by God and we're not special enough. And how come that person looks more glowing and holy and how come I don't feel that way, and how come people can accept that person more about God but not me, that whole situation, the comparison thing. But that is what in most verses, God, they say that leave it up to God. Put all that pain and sadness and stress to God, because God will find a way to talk to you through it, through your heart, your mind, through synchronicities. So you clearly seem like a person who's like a warrior, and you just want to make God proud. But you already did and do by default, by living here and existing, and by even saying you love God so much, but sometimes you feel like you're not doing enough. That in itself is something, that I'm sure God is like, well, that's enough. That is enough. You feel like you're not doing enough, but you admitting that is enough. That's it. You're cleared. You know what I mean? You know how God, Jesus, they're so forgiving and loving. It's like, oh, that's it. So I don't feel right doing a reading on, why you feel like you're not doing enough, because you probably are. You're probably doing a lot more than you realize, and it just you may not see it. It may not feel that way. Okay. The only advice I can give personally is, whatever it is that makes you feel like you're not doing enough, what are those things? Is it because you may not pray constantly every day, or like go to church or read the Bible, or that just sounds like stuff that, has been told we gotta do. Well, some people have a unique relationship with God, and they're very close to God and get their messages and downloads, and they haven't stepped one foot into a church, right? They haven't even read a Bible. They just believe and know God and Jesus is real. So it's like, that's more than enough. So, the best thing I could say is, what are those things that make you feel like you're not enough? What do you see? What do you notice? Is it certain people around you that make you feel like you're not doing enough because you see them go overboard, right? And so the best thing I could just recommend is just kind of sitting with God, and whatever prayer doesn't have to be perfect. You could just, the way I'm talking to you, you can talk to God that way. That's the whole point. God doesn't want glamour and like, oh, let me, be perfect and float like a Messiah. No, God's like, God accepts you more and faster when you are going through it and you're like, you know what, Jesus, I need help right now. Please help me. Like, that's how I pray. I'm like, God, Jesus, I have issues. Can you please help me? Is there something you can show me, and you be patient, you feel it out, you go about your day. All of a sudden, there's a synchronicity, there's a sign, there's a verse that pops up somewhere. You know what I mean? Speaking of a verse, I did want to recommend to you, I don't know if you have the Bible app. I downloaded it, I don't know how long ago now, and it's so helpful for me, because they'll send you notifications, and it's free of a download. It's the one that it looks like a little brown book with a little red, like it has like a little red cloth like bookmark on it, and all it says, I believe, is Holy Bible in white lettering, and it's like a little brown book. You'll see it. That has been an amazing app for me, because I get my signs and synchronicities through it. Like, the day before I'll complain about something, the next day I get a verse that's saying what I just did. You know what I mean? So it keeps you accountable. It helps you have your own prayers. They give you prayers. You got people from different churches and sermons like preach something, preach a verse to you. It's very uplifting basically here. And it makes me feel like I'm doing enough by at least sitting there, right, on the phone, instead of scrolling random stuff. I get to sit there, take my time, listen to what they're saying. And at most it's like 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes of, you reading what they have to say. It's like they give you a verse of the day. They give you like activities to do, like on the phone. They show you prayers. They show you things that you could do. They ask you questions. Like, it's really cool of an app. I really love it. That's the one thing I highly recommend, is downloading that app on your phone. It's free. It's called, yeah, right, babe, the Holy Bible. It's just Holy Bible app, huh? It just says Holy Bible, but you type it in when you want to download it, and that will get you on the right, like in your mind, for you, if you feel like you're not doing enough, it'll get you on a path where you feel like you're starting to do something, okay, to be closer to God. So, yeah, I mean, I honestly share the same struggle. I feel like I'm not doing enough either. You know what I mean? So, I think that is just what we all kind of go through and experience being on this earth and this planet and this life, and dealing with people and material and all sorts of things. So, the best thing I could say is you clearly are doing more than enough. Even if you feel like you're not doing enough, you got to be doing more than enough, okay? For you to feel like you're not doing enough. Now, there might be other energies and people and things making you feel like you're not doing enough. Don't compare yourself to what you see online constantly. There's people out there that, preach the word of God, but they may be the complete opposite when they go home. But then there's people who do preach the word of God online, and they really live that life too. You got to use your discernment, okay? I know perfection is a big thing right now on social media. And so that's one thing that I recommend, to just not compare yourself at all, okay? I guess the other thing is taking active steps. If you want to join, there's a lot of amazing Bible study groups, or you can make friends on Bible apps and all sorts of cool things in church. If you want to feel like you want to actively go out in the world and do something, or you could be at home and do your own thing. There's no right or wrong. And that's what I feel like the real message of God is as long as you are a follower of God and love God so much like you do, that is enough. Okay, I have to really stress that for you. Okay, so, and you asking, am I being obedient? Am I doing the right thing? I'm going to say most likely, definitely, yes, you are, even if you don't feel like it. And like I said, I throw it back at you in a way where it's what is going on, or what in your life, or what's happening that's making you feel like you're not obedient enough, or that you're not doing the right thing. Maybe even write it down and start to look at it and kind of realize, oh, you know what? It's actually superficial stuff, or it's really negative stuff, or actually it's because of my friends, or, you know what I mean? You're going to realize, is it really you not being obedient and loving and loyal to God, and not, doing the right thing? Or is it just what our negative, sad, depressing thoughts make us feel and think when we're in a funk, right? So either or. But I just wanted to share that with you, okay? I feel like you are doing enough. There's no perfect right or way to please God. And God's not trying to, have everyone be like, oh, God, give me this and that. And okay, you're not meant to, sugarcoat with God. That's the whole point. Sometimes it's going to get ugly. Sometimes it's going to get scary. Sometimes it's going to get challenging. Sometimes you're going to feel like is God even there? Those are all the tests and trials and tribulations that you go through when you walk that path. Okay? All right, so let's just see first whatever comes out, just a general reading here for you, what's going on, okay? And we'll see what Spirit wants to tell you about all this. So whatever comes out, so just general for you, see whatever comes out here. And lastly, if you feel like you're not doing enough, maybe make a list. What are some things that will make you feel like you are doing enough? Okay? Is it prayer? Is it praying in the morning and thanking God for being alive? Is it just praying during dinner time? Is it just writing, getting a beautiful journal and just journaling to God? There's so many things, right? There's so many really fun things you could do to connect with God. You could journal, get a really pretty journal, make your own or something, write to God, like, Dear God, like the book, Dear God, It's Me, Margaret. I used to read that as a kid and I loved that book. And it's like, maybe read that book, it's a kid's book, but it's still probably really meaningful now. I think all kids stuff as an adult, rereading it or rewatching it's like, whoa, what's going on here? So, what are things in your mind that makes you feel like you are doing enough, and based on your schedule and your time and your life, maybe incorporate those things so that you start to uplift yourself and feel like you are doing enough. Okay. All right. So whatever comes out, let's see here. Okay. So I do see here that there is something Well, first, I think I'll just kind of put this as a general aspect here for you. So this could be you or maybe someone in your life, and then I'll give you a specific personal for just you, okay? So since it's a whatever comes out general here. So this could be you or someone, but there's someone here that's very loving and loyal and caring and nurturing, okay? Maybe a parental figure, father, mother figure. This could be you or them, I don't know, okay? And there's something about celebrations and partying and having a good time, being with friends and others and loved ones around, feeling celebrated and successful and happy. This could be going on social media. Now, 555, I just saw on the clock here, on the other clock, my laptop here, okay? Yes, and so there's something here, you know, whether it's you or someone here. I do specifically see two people here, more masculine, but it doesn't have to be that. They could be feminine too. This could all be you. That I do see something about like a lot of passion and excitement after that celebratory fun energy and like going out or hanging out, you know, reunion or something here. Okay, and now there's this energy of like working and collaborating and making things work with others. Maybe this is your career path or someone's career path, and really having things be ideal in the workplace, or just, and if it's not like business and money and collaborations, it could just be in general, just like making things happen and making things work. Yeah, and well, whether this is you or someone here, someone feels like this is a true wish fulfillment. Someone feels like this is really it. This is exciting. This is amazing. I'm getting what I want. Like, this is really, truly, like, exactly what I wanted or had hoped, or you see what I'm saying? There's something here about that. Yeah, and whether this is you or a person here, there's so much peace and patience and support and love and guidance in a sense here, like with oneself or to each other, you or someone here. There's something here like now you or someone understands the perspective of everything in life. This is like someone who's willing to see you for you, their life for them, and other people's lives for them, and not distort it with a projection in a negative way, okay? Yes, and there's a lot of independence and financial abundance and feeling good and just really wanting to get busy and work really hard towards whatever that may be here. And there's a lot of excitement and positivity, and there's some passion, maybe flirtation here. Whether it's you or someone here, there's something that's like, okay, time to go make some moves and plan and do this really quickly. This is amazing. This is fun for me, kind of an energy. And I'm telling you or them, someone's really happy here. Very, very happy and excited. It's like a yes. You got an answer of a yes. There's something really cool going on here, okay? Now, there is... we got for zodiac signs, you know, in case you're dealing with anyone, we got Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Okay, and it looks like that's about it for that one. All right, now we'll do one. I don't know if the being obedient / are you doing the right thing, is that like relating to the God question? Like, I love God so much, but sometimes I feel like I'm not doing enough. Because if so, I probably am not going to pull for that, because I'm not God, God's God. So God's going to tell you his you know, their own way, like what you're doing, like right or wrong. But even God says it so lovingly that it's like, you know, so I'm going to answer that in the context where it's not related to God. We'll just see what comes out for you of like, are you doing the right thing? You know, it could be for yourself, your job, your life, your career, about a situation specifically, okay? But non-related to God, because you are more than enough to God. There's no need to do tarot on that, okay? So let's just see what comes out for, like, you know, because obedient, you could be asking about something personal, you know, I don't know. It doesn't have to be related to God. So I'm just going to answer it in a way where it's not about God, because like I said, I don't feel right giving you a reading about God and what God says you should or shouldn't do, because, you know. So we'll just see, you know, are you doing the right thing? Are you being obedient, you know? So let's see what pops out here for you. Okay, well, I see that, you know, you're working through that question in itself. You know, it might feel, you know, like I said, frustrating or like worried or like annoying or just kind of disruptive, but you know, whatever this is about, it's because you really care. Yeah, as I say that, there's so much love and nurture and a sense of emotional commitment to something or someone that you love and care for and believe in, and you're willing to continue to be loving, you know, to that or them or whatever this is about. And okay, so there's back to that celebratory energy, feeling celebrated, feeling happy, hanging out with friends. It could be friendships, social groups, networking. It could be about social media, but it doesn't have to be. But there's something of like positive, you know, reunions and just, you know, people, society, okay? And now you're clear and aware. It's like you had that communication. Now you're ready to run and go and do something here. You understand. Something became very clear to you. So it was frustrating, but then you understood it now. Yeah. And back to that independence, business, finances, abundance, but feeling good and free and independent and maybe single. Okay. So it's like now you know what to do. Now you're aware. Right. And you realize like what could have been causing a little bit of pain and sadness, maybe a little bit depression, but now you know what it is. And so you're healing from that and you understand what it was at that time. Yeah, because now you're ready to make a decision in your life, okay? And now there's progression and positive movement forward. Exactly. And now you're ready to take a responsibility and accountability of your life. You're ready to, you know, put up some boundaries and walls up and really protect yourself and guide yourself now at this time, okay? Very nice here. All right, we got more Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy with that, okay? So now we'll just give you a specific personal and just see what comes out for you, for your current situation, just in general, with how you're feeling and what you're doing in life. Okay, well that makes sense. So one, you feel more aligned and connected with yourself if you are single, okay? And now you've made a choice to truly commit to something very beautiful in your life. Number two, maybe this is about a relationship or like a best friend. There's something here that you want to be a part of and you are, and it's very beautiful here. Okay, this might turn into romance. I don't know. Well, it's two things. Either you're just on your own journey and you're single and, you know, you just want to make sure you're doing the right thing. And so you are, and you're aligned and things feel really amazing and you feel very committed now to something powerful, okay? Like a faith or a religion or spirituality, or it could be, you know, a job, whatever it is that makes you feel really good again and really happy. Like you want to do this, whatever that is. It's making you happy and it's making you want to pursue things for yourself and about yourself, right? Now, if it's not that, it could be that combined with maybe there is someone here romantically, you're romantically involved with at the same time here. So either or, I don't know. And this is part of your destiny. This is part of your destined path. Whatever this is about personally for you, it's meant to happen. It's meant to be, okay? Yeah. And you know, it's bringing something of nostalgia again, something that used to make you happy that you can bring back now in the past, from the past and now. This could be about something or someone from the past, but you're now starting to really want to heal yourself and take care of yourself, you know, do things that are therapeutic and helpful for you and just have good, innocent fun and feel really good and do things that make you happy here. Right. And you're trusting the unknown and the mysteries of life and realizing that it's okay to not know what's going on as long as you trust and believe. And there you are feeling very motivated and happy with yourself, okay? And feeling, you know, like you do have control of yourself and your life. You do have the power to do what it is you want to do, you know, and just getting in this energy of basically some sort of success in a sense here, you know, I feel. There's something here that you do that's very important. It could be in business wise, it could be your job, career path, but there's something here about that. Yeah, and there's a lot of hope with that and goals and dreams and desires, a lot of beautiful things going on in that sense here, okay? And now you're realizing like, okay, it's like you understand now who or what was causing pain and heartbreak for you. So now you can release and heal from that. And now you're moving forward because of that. Oh, what the heck? Because of that here. Now you're letting go and really happily healing yourself and now being willing and ready to invest and work on something that's very important for you at this time, okay? And that is what I have for you. I do see Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy here, and Aries and Aquarius, okay? Leo, Sagittarius, and Gemini, and Libra. All right, in case you're dealing with anyone. But that is what I have for you for today. Thank you for booking with me. Bye.